we recently had an issue with our fridge where it just stopped cooling, and so a lot of our food was going bad and it was really gross. So this would have been nice to have had during that time, but now that it's fixed, we actually did want to go ahead and get one of these just to make sure that everything in the fridge stays fresh. You don't get those odors, you know, from the food or any other items. It actually stays nice and neutral. So this, from what I was reading, it does decompose some of the harmful gases, but it also keeps everything nice and fresh. So let's get it out of the box and take a look. I really like the packaging on this. Again, they made it to where it's very secure. It's not going to get broken in transit, which that's appreciated. And then you also get this little user guide, which is nice. So it really gives you information regarding the technology, so you can read up on that to understand exactly how it works and kind of the science behind it, which is appreciated. And then it also gives you some inspiration and just some ideas of where you can put this. Again, we're going to pop this right in the fridge, but very happy that you have alternative options for it. Here it is. And again, I love that you have this really big suction cup so you can simply stick it on. There's nothing else that you have to do on this. You don't have to set it up or anything. It's ready to go. So I'm just going to pop this on the side of the fridge and let's make sure it stays in place. So I thought this spot would be good because, again, the stuff we put up here usually isn't that tall. Usually this is where we have our tall items. So I think this is going to work really well. I have it stuck on nicely and I'm trying to pull it off, and it is nice and stuck. You can kind of move it around as needed. So if you need to move it vertically or horizontally, you can do that. So it looks good so far. I'm going to keep an eye on it over the next few days just to make sure it doesn't fall down, because again, that's kind of the purpose of this, is to make sure it's staying in place. So far so good, but again, I'll check back in just to make sure it is still there. Checking back in, it's been about 4 days since I put this on and it has not moved. It stayed there. Again, it's not getting hit by anything, but it's not, the suction cup is holding up really well. It's not falling down. So that's really good, a really good sign that I think it's going to stay in place, which I'm happy with. Again, I am noticing the fridge is smelling a little bit nicer, which I appreciate as well. And again, it's only been 4 days. I'm sure it'll be even better a little bit later. But yeah, very happy with this so far. Definitely recommend if you're looking for freshness in your fridge.